Hey folks, I'm Michael and welcome back to the channel. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for your daily dose of awful stories. Let's dive into the first post made in the advice subreddit titled "Saw my boyfriend in a OnlyFans video." I, 21F, and my boyfriend, 26M, have been dating for 5 months now. Before meeting me, he sometimes paid prostitutes. He never dated someone before, but he has a few sexual experiences. As for me, I dated a few guys but never had sex. My family is strict, plus I was not very interested. My boyfriend and I are open to each other and we talk about our past sometimes. Well, I was never very comfortable with his previous experiences. I think I feel the pressure of being good enough when we have sex. He paid professionals and I'm just a regular girl. Plus, I'm too scared of having sex, so I'm scared that he will find me boring. He's kind and reassuring, but I can't help the fact that I'm worried. Recently, I found out about a video of him with an OnlyFans girl. He briefly talked about being part of a video, so I got curious and half-jokingly asked him to send me the link. I also promised that I wouldn't get mad because it's the past, but when he sent it to me, I couldn't help but cry. I feel so bad. I know I'm the one who asked for it, but I kinda wish I'd never seen it. It really hurts. I couldn't control my emotions and ended up getting mad at him, to which he replied that it was before meeting me and that he also paid for the appearance in the video. But even knowing that, it doesn't help me feel better. I know I'm stupid for asking to see it and getting mad right after. I just couldn't help but feel bad. Reading OP's story pulls at my heart because I've been in a spot where my partner's past felt like this massive shadow I couldn't shake, even when they were nothing but kind in the present. At 21, with a strict family background and zero sexual experience, it's no wonder she's spiraling. Asking to see that video was curiosity mixed with a dare to herself, but watching it turned into this raw punch of insecurity that no, it's the past reassurance can instantly fix. If this were me, I'd feel crushed and exposed, like I'd voluntarily walked into a comparison trap. Knowing he paid pros and even appeared in an OnlyFans video would amplify every fear. I'm just a scared regular girl. What if I bore him? What if I freeze up? It's not stupid to cry or get mad after. Emotions don't care about promises made in the heat of a joke. That gap between her inexperience and his history would make me question my worth. Even though rationally, I know transactional sex isn't real intimacy. What I do is own the mess up without beating myself up, then circle back when calmer. I pushed to see it thinking I could handle it, but it wrecked my confidence and made me feel like I have to perform like that. Can we talk about how we build this together slowly without any ghosts in the room? His kindness is a green flag, but she'd need to work on decoupling her value from his past. Therapy or journaling might help unpack that family pressure too. If the hurt lingers too deep though, it's okay to admit this might not be the right fit, no matter how sweet he is now. Relationships shouldn't leave you feeling like an understudy. The second story for today was made in the True Off My Chest subreddit. The post is titled, "A girl I talked off the ledge 12 years ago just got married. When I was a teenager, my senior year in high school, I was really going through my emo phase and had joined a bunch of pop punk fan pages on Facebook. I was 16 or 17 at the time, but I made some really awesome friends in some of those communities, some of whom I still talk to this day. One of the girls in the chats I talk in was much younger. I don't remember how old, but she was below the age of 15. She was telling me and one of her best friends that her depression was winning and she was planning on jumping off a bridge that day. She was saying her goodbyes. Now, I didn't know really anything tangible about this girl, and I'm a significantly older stranger on the internet who doesn't live anywhere close by to stop her. So while her friend is freaking out, I swallowed my discomfort and started reaching out to everyone on her page listed as family. Eventually, someone who I believe was her aunt responded. I told her everything, providing screenshots of her messages. The aunt then reached out to her parents and then radio silence. Her aunt told me that she thanked me for getting her help, but she lost her privileges to the internet and I'm not allowed to contact her from there on out. I was devastated, hoping she didn't hate me for going that far to help her, and I just spent years wishing her the best in the back of my mind. About 5 years ago, we reconnected. She's a college graduate and is a psychologist now. We talked for a bit, shared the bullet point life experiences, but otherwise haven't spoken much since then. Well, today a collage of pictures came across my dashboard. She just got married. I'm honestly so proud of her, overcoming her demons and finding happiness in a world that left us both fighting for our lives against demons at such young ages. I hope she continues living her best life." Confusable Fraggle said, "This internet stranger will celebrate with you. To see someone recover like that, even from a distance, is a beautiful thing. I have been the last call a few different times in my life, and the feeling when you hang up and aren't quite sure their tomorrow is coming is super intense. The tomorrows all came, and I suspect that your celebration of this girl's turnaround is similar. Well done to get out of your comfort zone and get tangible help. Well done to keep a respectful distance. Well done to celebrate alongside her. You have done a terrific thing for her, her family, and even yourself. Hugs if you want them." This third and final story was made in the relationship advice subreddit. The post is titled, "My boyfriend is suddenly demanding that I stop consuming fictional media at all. What do I even do?" So this is honestly one of the weirder relationship issues I've ever found myself in, and I feel like I'm losing my grip on what's normal here. My boyfriend and I originally bonded over our shared love of nonfiction. We both went through this big Tudor history phase when we first met, like deep diving into documentaries and nerding out about Henry VIII's succession drama. I love that about him. I still love that about him, and I never ever cared that he wasn't as into the high fantasy books and shows I adored. It's just never been a requirement for me that my partner shares every interest with me. When it came to watching things we both would enjoy, it would be stuff like The Bear, period dramas that were on the more accurate side, gritty crime series, docu-series, etc. We'd usually have a good time with that, but things have really changed over the past couple of months. At first, it was just small stuff where he gently declined when I asked if he wanted to watch some of the more reality-based shows we both used to enjoy. Then he started making these little comments about how fiction is a waste of time or how fantasy is just escapism for people who don't want to deal with real life. I brushed that off because everyone's entitled to their tastes. But as you can see from the title, it's become more than that. A couple of weeks ago, he started getting visibly annoyed if I put on one of my shows while he was in the room, not even asking him to watch it with me, just me watching something fictional, and it was the same with books. He literally scoffed when he saw me rereading one of my favorite fantasy novels and said, "I don't understand how an adult can take that seriously." What happened last night is what encouraged me to make this post. I was curling up after work with a blanket and my book, and he told me that he can't respect the fact that I waste hours on make-believe when there's real knowledge out there. He said fiction is rotting my brain and that he doesn't want to date someone who lives in stories instead of the real world. I told him that's ridiculous. I have a stable job, friends, responsibilities. I'm not ignoring reality. I just like my stories. It's relaxing. It's fun. It doesn't hurt anyone. He doubled down and said if I cared about intellectual growth, I'd stop reading and watching fictional media altogether and stick to nonfiction. I honestly thought he was exaggerating at first, but he's dead serious. He said he doesn't want that stuff in his home and that we needed to be on the same wavelength about what's worthy of our time. I told him no, absolutely not, that's controlling and bizarre. He insists it's not controlling, but rather a standard for the kind of life he wants to build. I don't know if this is burnout, depression, some weird identity crisis, something he read online, or something else entirely, but it's making me uncomfortable, and honestly, I feel disrespected and a bit angry. I don't know how to talk to him anymore without him acting like I'm intentionally lowering my IQ by reading fantasy.